Hey, what's up, Chemical Guys family? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Chemical Guy Detail Garage. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys two different ways to remove paint transfer from the surface of your vehicle. Alright guys, so right here we have this Tesla. Unfortunately, it was involved in an accident on the freeway with another vehicle. I guess the tire kind of flew up and it kind of hit the front of the bumper, and you have all these black paint transfer marks and scuffs on the front bumper here that look very terrible and obviously take away from the overall look of this Tesla. So in order to remove this, I'm going to show you guys two different ways. Now, the first way is a non-abrasive approach, and then the second one is a more abrasive approach, and I'll explain a little bit more about what that means in just a few seconds. Alright guys, so before we begin with doing anything on the paint at all, we want to make sure that the surface is clean. So the first product I'm going to grab right here is actually my Swift Wipe waterless wash. Now this is great for just general cleaning. It's a car wash in a bottle, so you can use this anytime, anywhere. Spray down the surface of your vehicle, remove light dirt, grime, debris, bird droppings, and much more. Very quick, very easily. I'm going to show you guys how right now. So all I'm going to do is spray my Swift Wipe onto the surface here. And then I'm going to set that down. I'm going to grab a green Workhorse microfiber towel. You can use any microfiber towel. I personally like these just for waterless wash because they have a nice short ply. So I'm just going to go ahead and start wiping down the surface, rolling my wrist as I wipe, just because, you know, this car hasn't been washed, so we want to make sure that this area is nice and clean before we do anything abrasive to it. You know, the last thing that we want to do is scratch the surface, so always working on a clean and prep surface is key whenever it comes to removing things like this from your paint. Alright guys, so now that we have the surface clean, I'm going to show you guys the first route that you can do to remove stuff like this on your paint. Now the first product that we're going to be using is going to be our butter wet wax. Now butter wet wax has natural cleaning oils that remove stuff like this very quickly and very easily. So the natural oils found within this product help break down tree sap, paint transfer, paint overspray. If you have graffiti, this works out great for removing that kind of stuff. And you can go ahead and pair it with a soft microfiber applicator here. Let's try not to drop it. You can go ahead and grab your butter wet wax, and like I mentioned, this is a non-abrasive approach. So what I mean by that is this is not going to remove any type of clear coat whatsoever. This is only going to help remove the paint transfer, and it's also going to allow you to shine and protect your paint all in one single step. So all you have to do with your butter wet wax is apply a few drops onto a microfiber applicator here. I'm going to do about 3. And now that I have the butter wet wax on my applicator, I'm going to show you guys on this small one right here first how easy it is to remove it. So all you have to do is simply blot it onto the surface, and then all you're going to do is start working it left and right. Alright guys, and check it out. In just a few seconds, it easily and quickly eliminated that paint transfer. Now you do still have the wax residue on there. Now this is a white car, so you're not really going to see it through camera, but if it was a darker color vehicle, you'd obviously be able to see the carnauba haze that it leaves behind. Once you're done working it in, simply grab your microfiber towel and buff off the excess of the wax to remove any residue and to lock in that perfect layer of shine and protection. And that's how easy it is to remove paint transfer using our butter wet wax. Now, what happens when you're faced with a heavier transfer? Maybe on this section over here, it looks a little bit heavier, and that's why I wanted to use the more abrasive approach on this side, just because it looks a little bit more gnarlier than the side that we just cleaned with our butter wet wax. So the second product that I'm going to be showing you guys is our C4 compound paired with an orange Hexlogic cutting pad. Now our C4 compound contains abrasive. So earlier when I was talking about the abrasives with the butter wet wax has no abrasive. So there's nothing in there that's gonna break down the clear coat or any kind of paint whatsoever. However, our C4 compound actually contains abrasives in it. So this is actually gonna be a little bit more aggressive towards these kind of things, especially like on scratches and swirls. This is gonna work out great to eliminate them. And we also have our orange Hexlogic hand pad, which pairs perfectly for this. And this is the exact same material that we use for our torque polishers, only this is in a nice convenient handheld form. So in order to remove this, since the surface is already clean, we're going to do the exact same thing how we did with our butter wet wax. So I'm going to apply about 2 drops of the C4 compound, put that back, and then I'm going to start agitating the surface of this paint transfer, and I want you guys to see just how easily it gets removed. All right guys, so as you guys can see, I've already removed the paint transfer, but one thing about compounds and polishes is you want to work them very thoroughly until they break down. This is going to help me refine any kind of scratches and swirls that are sitting on the surface, given it is a white colored paint and it's very hard to see on camera or even in person. We're going to go ahead and just keep working this compound until it's thoroughly broken down, and then we're going to wipe it off. And this is going to help remove, like I said, scratches, swirls, water spots, oxidation to reveal the full clarity and shine. And once the applicator is nice and gliding over the paintwork, you'll know that the compound is fully broken down. You can grab your workhorse microfiber towel and buff off any excess where you polished. And just like that, you're all done. And just a little bit more information as far as the two products and the two routes that we took today. The butter wet wax contains no abrasives. So just to kind of reiterate, it doesn't have any abrasives, which means that you're not going to be cutting any kind of paint works. So if you have an older vehicle or maybe even a newer vehicle and you're concerned about the paint longevity, butter wet wax would probably be a better route to go with. And I know most of you guys love butter wet wax and already have butter wet wax in your detailing arsenal. So if you have some and you have a paint transfer or paint scuff like this, you know what you can use to remove it. And if you do need something more aggressive, then you can go with their C4 compound approach to go ahead and cut those heavier scuffs and imperfections sitting on your paint. And like I mentioned, it is a compound, so you are going to be also removing scratches, swirls, water spots, oxidation, and much more to enhance that full clarity and shine of your paint. All right guys, so that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this video. We still have some little sections here and there that we have to finish up, such as this bottom part on the bumper. And there's also a mark over there on the side mirror, which we're gonna go ahead and take care of for the owner. So we're gonna go ahead and finish that up, and we're gonna go ahead and conclude the video right here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a huge like. If you learned something new today, comment down below, and also comment down below if you want to see us make any kind of special videos for you guys, especially on your own vehicles. And as always, my name is Joey. This is Chemical Guy's Detail Garage. I'll see you guys next time.